Right. Good evening, gentlemen. So what we're going to do is just to go through these slides in the next few minutes, how you can create your own financial freedom in the next 84 days from just $28. This is something which is still new, which is still on the ground, which is still in pre-launch. So you are seeing this for the first time, or basically when everything, most people say they want to join something when it's starting. This is when everything is basically starting with regard with co-op crowd or we prove it free. What we're going to base on is basically crowdfunding, which crowdfunding can be used by individuals, businesses, and charities to raise funds for anything. So what we're going to do is to create a cooperative community which can help you to raise funds for anything, even for your own church or for your own charity or any business that you want to embark on. When we had the financial crisis in 2008 or around then, it became a challenge people to trust the bankers or to trust the banks and stuff like that, and even to raise funds for anything, it also became a challenge. So this is now people have come on to crowdfunding as a platform to raise funds with. In the last 3 years, over 30 billion has been raised through crowdfunding alone. It's something which is growing tremendously, and most companies are now embarking on it. You can simply even go onto Facebook, PayPal, you can set up your own campaign through those platforms, but all those platforms will only benefit a beneficiary, not a community. With this type of crowdfunding is whereby a community benefits, which means everyone is helping each other to achieve something. What we're going to have is one-of-a-kind subscription-based crowdfunding platform, which will be the first, because this has never been done, and the only residual donation system, which means that you build it once and it's going to continue to raise funds for you for anything that you want to achieve in life, whatever cause that you want to achieve. So this will now help you to do that. So it's going to be one of a kind platform, and what we're going to do is to turn givers. You will be a giver and you start to receive. Mostly in most crowdfunding platforms, you give to a beneficiary, to a cause, to anyone who's raising or a campaign or anything like that. But here you also have to give, and you're going to start receiving from around the globe. That's the beauty of it. And the process is very simple. You'll be giving, sharing, and receiving, which means we follow this simple process whereby you give, you share with others, and you're going to start to receive globally, basically. The other beauty of crowdfunding is a very powerful fundraising platform that is 100% legal in any country in the world. And the beauty of it is that the founders or the owner of Co-op Crowdfunding started online crowdfunding in 2002 when he had only $8 left in his pocket. In 2003, he became a multi-millionaire through crowdfunding. So he's an expert in regards to what crowdfunding is all about. His name is David T. Rosen. He's based in Canada. And with his team of lawyers, they've looked at everything, every aspect of this plan, which he calls the perfect plan, which we're going to cover through, whereby it's more like a perfect system, whereby they've looked at everything and is very much 100% legal around the world, which means anyone in the world can be part and parcel of it. In any country can manage to do that. What you're going to do is to give a donation, by the way, you are setting up your own cooperative crowdfunding system, which will allow you to share your cause with your friends and family, and you can raise money for anything that you want to do. And also it gives the same people the opportunity to raise money for their own causes as well, and it becomes a win-win situation, which means everyone will give and everyone will share, and then everyone will tend to receive from around the globe, and we help each other to achieve different goals. It's going to be a subscription-based, so there are 3 simple steps that needs to be followed. One is to set up a subscription donation of $25 to a friend's campaign, which means if I'm setting up a campaign, let's say to all, which means if I'm going to give a cause, I'm willing to set up a subscription of $25 to all this campaign or to all this cause or whatever, or choice. But I also need to pay $3 to the company for support, tools, and hosting. But that $25 doesn't necessarily mean that it goes to Oli on its own, but it's going to be shared in the cooperative outfit. Then once I've done that, which means I can also be able to share with 3 or more people, which means everyone can be able to share with 3 or more people. And the beauty of it, you can even invite your family members, or you can have several accounts if you want to. It's all up to you. But what it means that each account you need to be able to share with 3 or more people. And what you are going to receive when those 3 or more people donate, or from the $25, you will receive enough for you to cover your monthly subscription. So to me, it becomes like more like a one-off donation that you have to start with. As long as you've managed to find 3 or more people, you're going to be receiving more than $25 that you started with. And when those 3 or more people share with their friends and family, now you've built a community of givers, and everyone's going to benefit from that. So the 3 simple steps is you give, you share, and you receive. Now, this is how all the donations are going to be allocated. So the $25 will be allocated in this way. 25%, which is will go to the inviter, which means whoever has invited you or whoever you're going to invite, from the $25 you're going to receive 25%, which is about $6.25. So if you invite 10 people, they will donate to you 25%, which is $6.25 times 10, that's $62.50. Then 50% of that $25 will be shared among 10 generations, because you're building a community helping each other to raise funds. And then the other 25% will be shared to what we call qualified donors. How do you become a qualified donor? Which means you have invited 3 people who will find their own 3 people. That makes you qualified to become a qualified donor, and you're going to receive the other 25, part of the 25%. For me, most of the money is in these bonus donations. You'll see as we go through the slides how that works out. Now, how is your $25 going to be managed? So as I said, 25% will go to the person that has invited you, which means $6.25 will be shared up. Then the other 50%, which is about $12.50, will be shared among 10 generations, which means if your inviter is that person, which means there are 10 generations or 10 people above them, they will receive a share of that $12.50, which will be split in according to. So the person that has invited you will get about 10% on top of the 25%, 5% according, and then the person who's at the top of that, of the 10 generations, will get about 7.5%. Then whoever is qualified for unlimited bonuses, which means they've brought their own 3, they will also start to receive unlimited bonuses from the remaining 25% of your $25 each and every month. But what about yourself? How is this going to benefit you? This is how it's going to benefit you. What it means that from the team that you're going to build, the 3 people that you're going to bring in, they will donate to you 25%, which is $6.25. But the first 3 people you also receive another 10%, which is $2.50, which means from the first 3 people that you're going to bring, you receive about $8.75 times 3. That gives you about $26 something, which is above the $25 that you have used in the donation. And then when these people are donating, the $12.50, which is 50%, you're going to be receiving. So it doesn't matter if you bring more than 3 people, they will fall into all these generations. If somebody, even if they fall on the 9th generation, we are going to receive another 5%, which means as the team builds, you can only have 3 people directly below you, which means everyone is going to spill over into this to build the 10 generations. If you have qualified, you've brought your own 3 and they've brought their own 3, you can now receive unlimited bonuses, which is part of the other 25%. Now let's look at it from this when we try to break it down. Each donation of $25, this is how it's going to be, which means the first 3 people that you're going to bring in, remember I said you're going to receive 25%, which is $6.25. Because they fall into your level 1, they're going to also donate to you 10%, which is $2.50. That gives you $8.75. $8.75 times 3 will give you over $26. This has just been rounded off, $26, which means now you have got more than your $25 that you have donated. So to me, it becomes more like a once-off if you manage to get your 3 people within your first month of getting started. Now, those 3 people, when they bring their own 3 people, which makes it 9. Now this is what we call crowd stage 12. On crowd stage 12, you've got 12 people. You're going to now be receiving about $38 every month. When those 9 people bring their own 3, that's 27 plus 12, that gives you 39. Crowd stage 3 is now giving about $87 from your $25 each and every month. Crowd stage 4, now you're looking at about almost $250. But crowd stage 7, which is key, crowd stage 7 is now you've got a team of over 3,000 people. You only brought in 3 people, or maybe 10, whatever you've managed to. But because everyone is duplicating what you are doing, now you've got a team of over 3,000 people, and now you're earning over $4,000 per month. This covers most of the North American monthly expenses, just on crowd stage 7. How soon can you get there? It will take you just a couple of weeks to achieve that. If everyone just duplicates and bring 3 people each week, basically. Now, crowd stage 8, now you've got over 9,000 people, and now you're looking at over 10,000 per month. Then crowd stage 10, you've got over 80,000 people. Now that's giving you about 175,000 each and every month. But if you now have brought your own 3, and those 3 have brought their own 3, now you've qualified for what we call bonus stage, which is unlimited. Now we are looking at close to $1 million each and every month just on bonuses. That's why I say the key important thing is that get your own 3 as soon as possible and help those 3 find their own 3, and you become qualified to start receiving unlimited bonuses, and you can become a multi-millionaire in the next 84 days. Now, the other beauty of this program, which I like most, which when I spoke to David, the owner, I said, wow, why did you bring this? He said, we want to show that people can get started for free. What it simply means that if somebody doesn't have the $28, they can register for free on this system. Once they register for free, they can start to build their own teams for free, which means they can also start introducing people on this system, and you can start watching your donations grow each and every day. But let's assume you brought in 3 people, you brought in 10 people, and those 10 people have activated their account, which means they've made their account ring by paying their $28 subscription. Because you're entitled to 25% of each of those 10 people, that gives you $6.25 times 10, that's $62.50. The system will allow you to withdraw that $62 from those 10 people. You have not put any penny in it, and you can use that money to activate your own account, the $62. What's the beauty of it is that now the moment you have activated your account with $28 from the $62 that the system has created for you, it now allows you to start receiving donations from 10 generations, which if those 10 people have duplicated what you've done, brought their own 10 or more, which means it now opens up for you. You won't be able to receive from 10 generations below until your account is active. But whoever you have brought directly or invited directly below you, if they have activated their position, that $6.25 doesn't go to anyone. It's going to wait for you, and which means you can withdraw it. And that's why he said you can even start for free, which means this account, it is allowing people to grow this worldwide. His plan is that by the end of this year, over 100 million people will have jumped on board on this plan, because the system allows you to even to build it from free, and then you can activate your account depending on how many people have activated below you, and you can use it. So We Prove It Free is a replica or is a mirror image of the co-op crowd. Co-op crowd is where you're going to be seeing the actual figures. I'll show you as we go into a live account that We Prove It Free, as people are joining, it automatically gives you a projected income of saying this is what potentially you could receive if everyone activates their position. Then this system now allows you that you can look at things and say it's possible. All you need is to activate your account, we'll make it real, and then you can start to receive donations not only from the people that you've invited, but 10 generations below, and you might qualify for unlimited bonuses. So you can register for free, start your campaign in few minutes. You can only need to invite a few people. If you want to invite 3, it's all up to you. But I'll say invite more than 3 just to have yourself an insurance that as long whoever you've invited find their own 3 and everyone has activated their account, you are eligible to receive from 10 generations and below. How are you going to access the money? That's what most people ask me. You can be able to withdraw your money in fiat currency, which is the normal US dollars, pound, whatever, or nairas, whatever, or you can also do it in cryptocurrency. The owner has built his own payment processing system, which going to allow people to withdraw in fiat currency and also in cryptocurrency, whichever you are more comfortable with in the co-op crowd system. So once the system is launched, which is going to happen in the next few days, people can be able to withdraw in fiat currency and in cryptocurrency, whichever they're possible. What's going to happen in the back office of co-op crowd, there will be an e-wallet, which people can withdraw money on a day-to-day basis whenever they feel they want there's money to withdraw in the system. Now, I'm going to ask you a simple question. What is your 84? Imagine living a debt-free, stress-free, financial-free in the next 84 days. Co-op crowd can be able to achieve that. What does the 84 represent? It just represents 84 days, but not only that, it represents $84, which means $1 a day from today can create your own financial freedom and raise funds for anything that is so dear to you, be it for your family, your church, your charities, your businesses, what it is that you want to achieve. Is it a new car, a new vacation, being debt-free, or pay off your mortgage? You can achieve that in the next 84 days. Just $1 a day can help you realize this in the 84 days. And you can even start it from 3, whichever you're comfortable. Now, let's go through what gives you unlimited donations. If, let's say, you have not introduced anyone, this is one of the questions that I have people ask me. If I have not introduced anyone, am I able to receive from 10 generations? No, you won't be able to receive from 10 generations, you will only receive from 2. The 3 people that have, because you have not brought anyone, there will be 3 people that will spill over below you, those 3 people, and the 9 people that are going to spill over below those 3, that's 12 people, which means you can receive donations from 12 people. If you bring 1 person, you're now going to receive donations from crowd stage 3, which is 39 people. If you bring 2 people, you receive from crowd stage 4, which is about 120 people. If you bring 3, and let's say they've not brought their own 3, you can receive from crowd stage 6, which is about 1,092 people. What if you bring 3 and they've just brought in 2, and not brought, you can receive from crowd stage 8, which is over 9,000 people. By this time, you are receiving over 4,000 from around the world, which is what is North America's monthly expenses are already covered. But if you enroll 3 people who bring their own 3, you now qualify to crowd stage 10, and you start to receive unlimited bonuses from over 80,000 people. The key is enroll 3, help them get their own 3, and become qualified to receive from crowd stage 10 and qualify for unlimited bonuses. It's very simple. We give, we share, we receive. But remember, you can even start it from free. All you need to do is to register, create your free account, start promoting. You see it in your own account, things start happening. Then it's up to you to activate it. Make it real by doing a subscription for $28. If you manage to bring 3 people, your subscription each and every month is already covered. And by that, you have already qualified to receive from different crowd stages, even crowd stage 10, if those 3 bring their own 3. So the most important thing is get registered, wake up your dreams with co-op crowdfunding. To me, this is the perfect system, which Mr. David T. Rosen has built. And we can achieve, each and every one of us can achieve whatever is so dear to our hearts.